Hey everybody, this is Squid. I just got done dropping off something, and but I wanted to give you some advice. So you want to be a mobile repair mechanic? Hopefully my advice will help you. Hopefully you'll watch this all the way through and listen to maybe what I have to say might help you. So what do you need to start off as a mobile mechanic? First thing is you need to decide what kind of mobile repair mechanic you want to be. Do you just want to do routine maintenance like oil changes, spark plugs, and that, or just do brakes and rotors, or all the way up to the whole kit and caboodle where you do engine rebuilds and engine swaps, transmissions, and the whole 9 yards. So decide what kind of mobile repair mechanic you want to be first. The second I want to say is come up with a business name. What do you want to call your name? Make it unique. That can help you stand out. That's one area. Next thing you want to do is check with your city, your county, or your state. Get all your documents, licenses, get those up in so you have those. So once you have what kind of mobile repair mechanic you want to be, and you got your documents, you can set up your Google website account, go to Yelp, get that set up, get yourself out there and all that. And what tools are you going to need? If you're just going to do minor stuff and all that, you can get away with just buy it. Mechanics toolbox set. You don't need to buy expensive tools because they will break on you. So you don't need to buy really expensive tools. Like I do diagnostic troubleshooting and minor engine stuff. I don't do brakes and rotors. Or engine swaps. I definitely don't do anything with transmissions or the drivetrain system or axles. That's just me. I just don't want to do that. I'll do minor stuff on the engine repair, like alternators, and starters, and do some routine maintenance and the diagnostic troubleshooting. Let's see here. If you're in a big city, just remember you're going to have a lot of competition. And like I said, you need to be able to stand out from all your competition. So you're going to need to figure that out. I can't say how you're going to do it. It may be something that's unique to you. And so figure that one out. And like for me, being on the coast, as far as I know, I am the only one on the Northwest Oregon coast as a mobile repair. There might be another guy, I'm not sure. But so during the spring and fall time, I get all the tourists. So and plus I get all my local people, and so that's what's unique about me. Now, if I was in a big city like Portland or Salem, I'd have a bigger competition that I have to deal with. Next thing you want to is how many hours are you willing to work? Do you want to do 24/7? Answer those calls at midnight, or do you want to like during the weekdays? I'm open. I start at 7. End at 5. Sunday or Saturday is 8 to 5, and Sundays 9 to 4. And very beginning I was doing 24/7, and I found myself just getting too tired, and so I just changed my hours. Let's talk about your equipment. Now, if you plan on doing like troubleshooting, diagnostic stuff, you are going to need you're going to need the code reader. You're going to need circuit testers, probes, all that. If you're a veteran, I'll give you this information. If you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, you can use, when you go to use your VA benefits, if you're going through a trade school, the VA will help you pay for your equipment, to let you know when you're going through that school. So, just a reminder, if you're a veteran or dependent of a veteran, you're going to any of the trade schools, they will help you pay, get your equipment that you need. I have worked, the equipment I've worked up to get it. There's some equipment that I have used. I don't know if you saw one of my videos, I have that coolant flush machine. Brand new, that machine is $4,500. I got it used for $200. It was previously used at a college. So, if you can, find stuff that's used, because like I said, stuff will break on you, and you don't want to have to be shelling out a lot of money to get those expensive tools. So, tools is a big thing. That's what will get you. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry about that. There was a person on the side of the road. I stopped and they had their jack up, and they had a tire was off. I don't know why some vehicles, they are not putting spare tires in the vehicles nowadays. Turn the radio off. Where was that? Oh yeah, tools. Like I said, you don't need those expensive tools, all that. But when your diagnostic tools, make sure you have good quality ones. For your OBD2, you can use those little plug-in ones and work your way up to the big tablet ones. Like I have my tablet, which I really like, and I have also one that I can use on my phone. So, but I like my tablet one better, because the bigger screen is a lot easier to see. And trying to think what else to talk about. Like I said, you make sure you're unique. Here's one for you. How far are you willing to travel to do a job? Are you willing to only travel 30 minutes, an hour, up to 3 to 4 hours away to go do a job? You have to remember your expenses. So make sure you have a good accounting software because you want to do your expenses right. When you're a mobile repair, you don't have a lot of overhead because you don't have your shop, you don't have electricity to pay for, but you do have your other expenses, your vehicle expenses and all that. So let me trying to think of some other things here. I'll get back with you on that. So you may be wondering how I got started with this mobile repair business. Well, it all started over a couple years ago and all that, and wife and I decided we wanted to start up the business to give myself something to do, and plus for her, she started going to school for heavy equipment mechanics, diesel mechanic, and but she had some medical problems, so that fell through. But we did I decided to go ahead and start the business up. Wife does stuff on the behind the scenes for me and all that, but I do this just to give myself something to do. We're both former military. I'm retired Navy, and the wife was Navy also. So it was just to give myself something to do. So it's keep my mind occupied, all that. And I had gone through different. My background is I worked on helicopters and jets. I was a jet engine mechanic. Did other stuff and all that. My wife was a diesel mechanic on tugboats, and loved the Navy. Had a blast and all that. So that's enough of that. But like I said, and we figured out what we do. We I was like, well, everybody said, how'd you come up with your name? I told people, I said, well, the wife and I were in the Navy Squid. So that's how we came up with the Squid's Mobile Repair. But like, that's going to be one of your unique identifiers, is the name of your company. That can set you apart. Let's go over vehicles. Do you need one of those fancy box vehicles? No. You can start off small. I've seen this. I've heard this. People starting off in their car, and like if they're just doing oil changes or brakes and stuff, and over time work your way up and get what you want. I would suggest don't do any loans when you first start off, or if you don't do any at all. Money you bring in, just save that money up, and then when you need equipment or whatever, or when you get enough money together and you get the vehicle you want for your business, then do that. Because if you got a loan, that'd be one of your expenses, and the less expenses you have, the happier you'll be. And so, like, we just use our personal vehicle, and it's been good to us. And I got everything in there, so everything that I do, so it holds what I do. Now, would I love to have like a box truck or like different vehicle? Of course I would, but it's have to work up to that. And so, like I said, we're going to go over some stuff, and not sure if I'll get through it all, but we'll go over some stuff. Next, I want to talk about how much do you want to charge. So for me, I looked up on, went on to the Oregon website. I can't remember the exact website, but it tells you can look up mobile repair mechanic average, and it will tell you, like, so that's what I did. And so my diagnostic troubleshooting, I charge $100. Whether it takes me 5 minutes to do it or all day long, that's all I charge. And I do know of other people in their shops that, like, they'll charge $150 for diagnostic troubleshooting for like either an hour and a half or 3 hours worth. Then after that, then they start charging you like $100 per hour. That's not the way I do it. For my labor charge, I charge $100 per hour when I go to fix whatever find the problem is, and then if the customer wants me to do it, I charge $100 per hour for the labor charge. But I do give discounts to my veterans, family, their dependents, first responders, and anybody in the nursing field, and the senior citizens. And so I give it that. And also, if you wonder how you're going to come up with how long it should take, how much you should charge, is how many hours is it going to take you? Do you want to set a specific, okay, it's going to take me this long? Well, if you go over that, are you going to charge the customer more than what you told them? I don't. If I tell the customer my labor is going to be $200, and it takes me actually, which is 2 hours, but it actually takes me 4 hours. So, like, if it takes 4 hours instead, well, that would be like $400 then. But I quoted the person $200 for my labor charge. I'm not going to tell them, you know, owe me another $200. That's just not the way I roll. I try to save the customer money. And how do you do parts? Well, I would suggest to get with like your local box stores, like your Napa, your AutoZone, O'Reilly's, and all that. And set up a business account with them. So that way you can get the parts you need at a less expensive cost for you, but go ahead, you can still charge them the cost of that part. Like, let's say, so that way you make money. So let's say a part costs, if the customer would walk in the store and go get the part costs $100, but it costs you $50 because you have your account with them, business account with them. So that's $50 you just made on the profit. So that's where you want to come, like one of your accounting things, you want your profit margins. National average for a mobile repair mechanic is around 36 to 38% profit margin. And I'm running just over 40% profit margin. So, which is pretty good. And one of that ways is by keeping my expenses as low as I can. There's expenses that you cannot get away from. But if you add up everything right, if you do everything right, you can make money and all that. So, what else do we want to talk about here? I know there's other mobile repairs that say how to start up your mobile repair and all that. You may want to check them out also. All that. So I'm just giving you some of my advice. Don't take it to heart. You don't have to. Don't take it with a grain of salt. It may not, whatever I said may not work for you and all that. So I'm just letting you know what has worked for me and my wife. And so I'm heading home now. I'm in like middle of kind of nowhere here in the Oregon. Well, head back towards the coast area and all that. Had to go to Canby, Oregon, drop off a vehicle modules and all that. So, like I said, driving, that is one of your things you're going to be doing a lot of. So I hope you love being behind a wheel. Alright, all, take care.